Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today, well, let's go back to your regularly scheduled weekly Marvel show predictions. Because tomorrow will be the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Marvel's second Disney Plus show. So, a couple of things we've learnt since I made my What We Know So Far video, well actually just one thing. We now know that The Falcon and the Winter Soldier will take place 6 months after Endgame. So that places it in the timeline after WandaVision, but apparently before Far From Home. So it takes place before Far From Home, but after WandaVision, which is a weird one, but okay. So, my predictions for this episode, I'll admit, are very, very few, as there's not a lot that we know about this show, really. We know who the villains are, we know what the plot is, kind of, very, very vaguely. We know some stuff's going to happen, we just don't know when. So, my predictions for this episode are as follows. 1, we will get reintroduced to Baron Zemo, who, of course, as I said last week, is the villain for this show, and, of course, has been MIA since Captain America Civil War, so no one quite knows where he's been for the past 5 years. Or should I say 7 in the MCU timeline, but 5 years for us. So I think, well, he's going to be reintroduced at some point in this episode, and of course he will get his purple mask from the comics, as we've seen in the trailer for the show, which is a really cool thing to see. And my other prediction for the show is a quite depressing one. I think that this episode we are going to see the funeral of Captain America, Steve Rogers himself. I'm sorry, all those shots we've been getting of Sam in his black suit, I'm sorry, Steve's dead. He is gone. As we have seen with the Captain America suit in a glass case, along with the shield on a pedestal. So, I hate to say it, but I think Cap is now officially gone. And we'll never see Steve again, probably. Unless it's in flashbacks. So, Captain America is dead. And we will see his funeral probably in the opening moments of the episode. We're probably going to see that. That's probably the first thing we see once the opening credits roll. Finish rolling, I should say. So, that's going to be quite a depressing thing to see, but honestly, I can't see that not happening because, I mean, hell, this year, it'll be 10 years since Captain America, the first Avenger, came out. 10 years. And I think the only way they're going to pay tribute to that is showing the end of his character in the funeral, because he can't really, he can't progress beyond that, unfortunately. This isn't like the comics. Certain people, if they die, they die. Like Tony, Cap, I was going to say Vision, but no. Heimdall. Loki can't seem to stay dead, so he's staying true to the comics. Good on you, Loki. But yeah, this isn't like the comics. Some people are going to die. Like, permanently die. So, prepare for that. I think we're going to get a few over the next few years, as I know probably a lot more Marvel contracts are going to run out and characters will have to die. So, yeah. My main predictions for this episode, we'll see the reintroduction of Baron Zemo, which might prompt Sam and Bucky to start working together, which is an extra bonus prediction I've just thrown in. We will unquestionably see Captain America's funeral, which will probably be one of the most heartbreaking things ever in the MCU. Yeah, it ain't gonna be good. It is gonna be really sad. I have a strange feeling that Sharon Carter, or Agent 13, as she's now being called, will show up. And yeah, it's gonna be a depressing episode. I'm gonna put that right out there right now. It's gonna be a tearjerker, so if you guys are sensitive to crying, grab some tissues. Please. Because I know I probably will need some. And yeah, I'll be sure to do an overview of said episode once it comes out on well, the video will come out on Saturday, but I'll be recording it as soon as it's finished on Friday. So once I've watched the episode, I'll be heading straight into the recording, and it'll be out to you guys by Saturday afternoon. As of course, the WandaVision overviews were. So that's going to do it for this fairly short predictions video. Again, I haven't got much because I don't know what's going to come when in the show. Anyway, so that's going to do it for this video. As always, people, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my Nan Roxanne's YouTube channels. Her link is in the link tree in the description. My sub button is down there. Yep, that big red one. Unless you've already subscribed, then it's grey. Thanks, by the way. Once you've hit our sub buttons, don't forget to click both of our bell icons to get both sets of our notifications as well. Comment, because why not? And let me know what you think is going to happen in the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and Roxanne on her blog, and of course subscribe to her YouTube. Those links will also be in the link tree description, which is near enough at the top of the description, basically. And lastly, of course, don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Goodbye.